What's up, YouTube? This is Sky Gardener. I'm out here on my little morning stroll with me and my son. Going to the store to get some stuff for my wife right quick for dinner. And instead of driving the car, I just wanted to get out and walk. I normally do this around, I don't know, maybe once or twice a week. Walk down to the local Kroger's and Walmart down the street. And I just do it basically for health reasons, trying to stay healthy. Trying to keep this weight off, and trying to keep some energy for this boy of mine. You know, he's nothing but 8 months full of energy, and I gotta have some energy to keep up with him. So that's why I'm doing this walk. But another reason why I do this walk a lot is just to get out here and see and reconnect with nature, man. It's a beautiful day. It's very beautiful, and I learn a lot every time I take this walk, because I see a lot of plants indigenous to Georgia that I see growing without anybody helping it, without anybody watering it, without anybody fertilizing it. And I get to see God do his work. And it gets me to thinking about, you know, sometimes we do too much in the garden because we're trying to create this quote unquote perfect garden, which to me doesn't really exist. It's all about you and your family, what you enjoy to eat, a place where you can enjoy yourself and just chill. And a lot of times we try to do too much. We try to grow too much. We try to grow stuff that's not within our zone just because we like it, you know. I've done it. I know other gardeners done it. You know, growing certain things that you got to baby all the time. That gets tiring, and sometimes it just wear you out to the point where you can even lose some passion for it, you know, trying to baby certain plants, and you constantly got to check, you know, certain things on it. One quick story, me and my wife had this gardenia, and if you know anything about gardenias, man, I mean, very, very beautiful plant, very beautiful tree or bush, depending on the variety. And I mean, one thing about it is the smell. I mean, it smells so good. It smells like a vanilla. It has a vanilla type scent. And man, we had to baby this thing. I'm telling you, we had to baby this thing like a newborn, basically. Found out they don't like to be moved. Like, you know, we have a patio garden, so we have to move it in during the fall and in the winter. When we would move it, it will be affected. It will start wilting. It will start dropping buds. It will produce a lot of buds, but a lot of those buds will fall off because we didn't have a lot of sun on our patio. That was an issue. Aphids was an issue when we brought it in. Had to use neem oil repeatedly to fight those aphids. Finally got the aphids off, and then it started yellowing. Basically because gardenias like a naturally acidic type soil. So we tried to find some amendments to lower the acidity. And it just got to a point where it was just like, you know what? If this thing live or dies, it got to fend on its own. And so I can't have any type of plants like that no more. Like, I got an 8-month-year-old baby. That's the only baby I can baby right now. I can't baby my plants, my trees. I can't, you know. So I'm looking for more stuff that grows naturally in Georgia. And that's what I'm gonna go for, like, honestly. And one thing I've noticed about Georgia, I mean, if we're talking about flowers, like, it's azaleas everywhere. Azaleas, if you have the space, magnolias, dogwood trees, Japanese maples, myrtle trees, all these things grow naturally. Mulberries. There's a couple of mulberry trees and bushes on our way on my walk to Kroger's. I mean, they're everywhere. They really are everywhere. Have a guy on this on this trail to the store who has persimmons, peaches, and that's what I'm gonna go for. Things that grow naturally in my zone. Things I don't have to work that hard to grow. Because the world is changing, the weather is changing. People just got to understand that the winters are getting milder and milder, and they're also getting unpredictable in Georgia. I never witnessed the weather in the wintertime being so warm. I mean, it's almost October, and it's still 90-something degrees. 90-something degrees in October. It used to be, I've been in Georgia my whole life. It used to be in October, the weather would be in the high 70s, low 80s. Never 95, never 93, never. And you got winter weathers in the 70s, in the high 60s. It's crazy. It's really crazy. And what's happening is all these trees are starting to wake up earlier and earlier every year. They're starting to bloom, and in late January, early fall, early February, and then they get hit with that late spring freeze. And we had a problem in 2016 in Georgia with the peaches, and all the peach farmers. They lost, they lost millions of dollars. They lost their whole crop. I mean, some of them lost their livelihood just because we had a real warm winter. And that's not good for peaches. It's not good to have a warm winter when you grow peaches, because typically they start to grow, they start to bloom, start to set those buds, and then what happens in March or even April, they get hit with that last freeze, and it'll kill the whole crop. So that's been the problem. So like I said, I don't want to make this a long video because there's no need to make it long. Start looking at what grows in your zone, and I think if we all do that, we'll have better success. Excuse me, we'll have better success with our garden if we just start, doing what I call common sense gardening. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm gonna keep it short. Peace out. See y'all again.